Namaste everybody, welcome to YogaCandi. My name's Candace and today we have a morning class that's perfect for those days when you wake up feeling a little achy in the spine and maybe in the hips and in the shoulders and the neck. All these areas, sometimes it's due to sort of sleeping a little weird or whatever it may be, but this is the perfect class for that. It's going to be a really gentle stretch for all levels to join in, and you're welcome to have a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, grab a really firm cushion or a thick book or something like that. Okay everybody, let's start off in a comfortable seat. Sit up tall, roll your shoulders back and down. Extend through the right hand. And we're going to inhale and exhale in and out of the nostrils throughout our class today, keeping the breath nice and deep. So extend the right arm, fingertips on the ground, locking the elbow and drop the head to the left. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Drop your shoulders away from the ears. Now start to lift that hand off the ground so you're engaging through the palm, fingertips facing the sky, and slowly move your arm in line with your shoulder. Keeping the head over towards the left. Just hold this, couple deep breaths. Rotate the fingertips so they're facing towards your body, and just hold that 2 more breaths. Start to move the arm behind you very slowly, as far back as you can get it, and you'll feel a little stretch through the front of the shoulder and down through the chest. And then release. Head back to center, give your hands a little shake, and we're going to take it to the other side. Extend through the left fingertips, take them to the floor. Drop your head to the right, and we're going to take 3 deep inhales. Shoulders away from the ears, allow them to hang heavy. Okay, slowly taking the fingertips off the ground, lifting the arm up in line with your shoulder blade. Your fingertips are facing the sky, so you're engaging through the hand. Take 1 more deep breath here. Start to rotate the fingers opposite direction so they're pointing towards your body. And then start to draw that arm back behind you, keeping it in line with the shoulder until you feel a stretch through the front of the shoulder here, maybe even across the chest slightly. And release the hand. Give your hands a shake out once again. Taking the hands in front of you so the thumbs are on the outside edge of your arms. Taking the hands down to the ground, press all your fingertips firmly into the ground, lean forward and just slightly bend your elbows. And you'll feel a stretch down through the palms and up into the wrists, maybe even all the way up into the forearms, maybe towards your elbows. So hold this, take another deep breath. And release, giving the hands a shake. Taking a side body stretch, come down to the elbow of the left arm or stay up on the fingertips. Look towards the sky, tilt your chest to the sky. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, wave it to the other side. Coming down to the forearm or staying up on the fingertips. Tilting the chest towards the sky, look up, inhale. Exhale, wave to the other side. So finding your wave now. Let's take 3 each side. Taking 1 more. Come back to center, making our way onto all fours. Let's take 3 cat-cows. Hug your belly back, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, arch, tuck the tailbone and the chin. 2 more just like that. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch. 1 more. Exhale, arch. Into a neutral tabletop. Inhale the right hand to the sky, look up. Hold this nice and strong. And then weave that right arm underneath the left, coming down onto the right shoulder. Inhale the left arm to the sky. And you can maybe find a grip of the inside edge of the right thigh. Taking our thread the needle twist. Breathe deep. One more deep breath here. Making your way back to tabletop. Inhale, lift the left hand to the sky, look up. Hold it. And then weave it underneath the right arm, coming down to the left shoulder. Inhale the right arm to the sky. Maybe just place it on your bum, or you can find a grip of the inside edge of the left leg. Taking deep breaths here. One more deep breath. And make your way back into your tabletop. We're going to come down for puppy pose. You can use your block to rest your head on if that's more comfortable. Extend through the arms. Keep your spine nice and long. Tailbone facing up towards the sky. Try to keep your hips in line with your knees. And try to keep your elbows off of the ground. Very gently pulling your shoulder blades apart. So we're just going to take 3 deep breaths here. Now wave your spine forward, coming down onto the hips, placing your forearms flat on the ground, extend through the fingertips, make sure your elbows in line with your shoulders, and squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you. We're in Sphinx pose, just close your eyes, lifting the chest. Taking a few deep breaths here. Okay, take your left arm underneath the right and the right on top of the left. And try to draw your hands far away from each other. So you got a little bit of a cross position here. Take your arms down to the ground, and you might need your block to place your forehead on. We're just going to breathe here. So give into gravity, opening the arms as wide as you can, bringing the palms of the hands down to the ground. Breathe deeply into the shoulder blades. This is just opening up through the shoulder blades. Breathe deep. Stay present with the breath. Take 2 more deep breaths here. Using your back muscles, lift yourself up and come back into Sphinx pose just for a moment. Take a deep breath here. And we're going to do that again, but we're going to take our right arm underneath the left and have the left arm on top this time. Remember, the palms are against the floor. Bring your arms as close towards each other as you can. Give into gravity. Allowing your shoulders to really open up here. We're going to breathe deep into the back body. Keep your breath nice and deep. Two more deep breaths. Using the strength of your back muscles, lift your head and slowly remove the arms. Take your block aside. Make your way back into Sphinx pose, elbows under shoulders, and take a deep breath here. Exhale down, making your way into plank pose. So get your legs nice and zipped together. Take your hands underneath your chest and exhale, lift your hips up and then all the way back to your first downward facing dog. So you're lifting your hips up towards the sky. Hands are shoulder distance, feet are hip distance, and just start to walk your dog, walking through those hamstrings, warming them up. When you're ready, become still. Look between the legs, hug your belly back towards your spine. Try to get your armpits to look at each other. So externally rotate your shoulders. And let's just take 3 deep breaths and now down dog. Take a very slow walk to the front of your mat, bending the legs as much as you need to, but come all the way between the hands. Big toes touch, but the heels are about 1 inch apart. Exhale, fold. Hold on to each elbow, just hanging heavy in a forward fold. You can bend your knees as much as you need to here. Breathe deeply into all four corners of your rib cage. One more deep breath. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, look forward. Place your hands on your hips and just stay here for a little bit of a gentle back strengthening pose. So just stay here. You can take your hands alongside your body, or you can keep them on your hips or your thighs. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Just keep your back parallel with the mat, so you're in a nice almost shape of a 7 or something like that. Taking one more deep breath here. Exhale, fold. Fold nice and deep as you can. Inhale, half lift again, holding it one more time. And exhale, fold. Bend at the knees, come into a seat. We're going to take boat pose. So we're going to take our hands behind our knees and inhale, just lift the feet off the ground. Keep your shins parallel to the mat. You can continue holding behind the knees, or you can straighten the arms or even the legs. Wherever you are, just stay there. If you're a beginner, you want to just stay here holding the legs. We're just going to hold this for 3 deep breaths. Strengthening the core always helps the back. So we're just going to hold it nice and straight through the spine, straight through your arms if you've got them not holding onto your legs. One more deep breath. And exhale, release the legs. Take your feet hip distance apart. Hands a couple of inches away from your bum. Behind you, shoulder distance. We're coming up for reverse tabletop. So inhale, lift the hips up towards the sky and drop your head back. This is beautiful for stretching through the chest. Let's take 3 deep breaths here in our reverse table. Keep your knees towards each other, so in line with your hips. One more deep breath. Exhale, lower your bum to the ground. Keep your neck where it is. And very last thing to lift up is your neck. Coming on forward, draw the soles of the feet towards each other for our butterfly pose. Open them out like a book. Allow your knees to fall open. You can always just sit up nice and tall through the spine. Keeping your hands behind you, try to keep your back as straight as possible. So depending where you are, you might just be here, or you might find a little movement if that feels good. Just stretching out through the hips and through the lower spine. You can find a little rocking motion only if it feels good. Maybe stay to one side and push the opposite knee down towards the mat a little further. Play around with your butterfly. And then maybe swapping sides, doing the same on the other side. If you have the flexibility, you can always come forward and rest your head on your block. But wherever you are, we're going to take a few deep breaths together. Maybe you don't even need your block and you can bring your forehead to the ground. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Wherever you are, gently make your way up into a seat, draw your knees together, hug them towards your chest just for a moment. We're going to slowly roll ourselves down onto our spines. Taking a bridge pose, so feet hip distance apart. Inhale, lift your hips to the sky and interlace your fingertips underneath your body, lifting the hips up to the sky. Knees in line with the hips, keep them there. Don't move the neck, just look to the sky. Take one more deep breath here. Remove the hands from behind you and just slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll your bum all the way back down to the floor. We're going to take happy baby, drawing the knees wider than the hips and grabbing the outside edges of the feet. If that's not possible, grab the shins. So keep your knees nice and wide, elbows on the inside edge of the legs. Keep your tailbone down towards the ground. You can just close your eyes and just continue to try to pull your knees down towards the floor. It may be really nice to find a rocking motion, so just rock from side to side. Whatever feels good today, just do whatever feels lovely for your body. I don't know if you can hear my squeaky floorboard, but wow, that's going for it. So just take a couple more little rocks, or just draw your knees a little further down if possible. And then release the legs. Taking a little spinal twist here. Open your arms out into a T shape. Cross your right leg over the left once or twice in eagle legs. We're going to send the hips slightly towards the right, dropping the knees to the left, and take your gaze to the right. And a lovely spinal twist here. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here, in and out of the nostrils. Try to draw your right shoulder blade down towards the ground. Taking one more deep breath. Inhale your knees back to center. Release the twist of the legs and let's take it to the other side. So crossing the left on top of the right, either once or twice. Send the tailbone slightly towards the left, knees are dropping to the right. Your arms are still out in a nice big T shape. Look towards the left, drawing this left shoulder down towards the ground. Taking our deep breaths here. Taking one more deep breath. Inhale, look to the sky, lift the legs back to the center, uncross the knees. Just hug your knees up towards your armpits just for a second, keeping the tailbone down. We're going to come into our final resting pose, Savasana. We're going to just talk, I'm going to talk you through a body scan. So extend through the legs, have them a little wider than hip distance, your feet hang heavy. Tuck your shoulder blades under your body, your hands are a few inches away from your body, palms facing the sky, your face faces the sky, and just close your eyes. Take a moment here for some meditation and complete presence with the body and with this present moment. Relax and bring your breath back to its totally natural rhythm. Relax the crown of the head. Relax all the way down through the forehead to the eyebrows. Relaxing the space between the eyebrows. Down through the eyelids. Through the cheeks. All the way through to the jaw. Relax the jaw, down through the neck, to your shoulders, feeling them make contact with the ground, become heavier. Relax through the forearms, all the way down into the palms, through each fingertip. Take notice of the contact with the ground. Feel that energy move back up the arms, all the way to your shoulders. Relax down through the shoulder blades, through the chest. Scanning through the belly, notice the empty space between the chest and the hips. Feel the rise and fall of your chest as you inhale and as you exhale. Come down through to the hips. Feel your tailbone touch the ground. Down through the thighs, becoming heavier, down to the knees, relaxing, through the shins to the heels. Take notice of the heels making contact with your mat. Feel the air blow the bottom of the feet. Relax. All the way up to the tips of the toes. And feel your whole body become heavier and heavier. Taking a moment of total silence together. You can stay here as long as you like, or start to deepen the breath. And wiggling the fingertips and the toes. Rotating the wrists and the ankles. With the eyes still closed, make your way onto your side body. And gently push yourself up into a comfortable seat. Eyes are still closed. Sit up tall through the spine, roll your shoulder blades back. Take your hands at your heart center and rub them together. Create a warm friction between your palms. Blow into your palms. And again, create more warmth. And place your hands over your eyelids. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, draw your hands together at your heart center, open your eyes. Namaste. Namaste everyone, I really hope you enjoyed today's class. Let me know in the comments below how it made you feel, and I hope it just eased out any tension that you may have woken up with today, or perhaps just tension from the week that's been going on. And you know, just so many things can get to us and it can build up in the body. So a beautiful, gentle class like this is sometimes all we need. Just trust in the process and know that sometimes that's all you need. That's all your body's asking for. So as always, as I always say, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook. If you're on there, just search for YogaCandi. All the links are below. You can also sign up for my free ebook on yogacandi.com, and in there's plenty of beginner and all level yoga poses with some tips for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. And as always, feel free to let me know if you have any video requests, and I always try and do my best to incorporate your guys' ideas into future classes. So until next time, I hope you continue enjoying the channel. Namaste everybody.